In this video, I'm going to show you how to properly make sure that you have Visual Studio installed, and also how to fix the Intellisense to make sure that works with your Visual Studio right now. So after a long drawn out intro, thank you for staying. First thing we got to do is to make sure that you are indeed having Intellisense issues, or this might not count for you if you also need to install Visual Studio, because then you need Visual Studio first. But if you go into the start function here and you press G and you don't see game object or even get component, then your Intellisense is not on. That's why you can't auto-complete and create stuff and move as fast as you want to in your script. I'm going to show you how to fix that. But first, let's start off with making sure that you have Visual Studio. If you have Visual Studio, you type Visual inside of your start function here, and it should pop up. I have it. If you don't, this is how you install it. Instead, I'm going to go to the Unity Hub. In Unity Hub, you go to Install, click on the three horizontal dots, vertical dots, and click Add Modules. Now you should see Visual Studio at the very top. Check it, hit Next, and go through the prompt, confirm the terms and conditions and stuff like that, and just get it done, all right? Once you have that installed, the next thing is to make sure that it actually has the features it needs to communicate with Unity. So that's number two things to check. If you did it through the Unity Hub, like I just showed you, it should automatically already have that. But just in case you installed it separately, usually people who install Unity Visual Studio separately from using the Unity Hub have these issues. And so it's okay. Those are easy to fix. This is how you do it. Open up your Visual Studio, go to Tools, go to Get Features, Tools and Features, and this window here appears. It might prompt you for some updates. Do it. Do the updates. What you want to make sure is checked here is scroll down in these features here. There's gaming. You want this one checked and installed if it's not already. See if I check mine here. It says 0 space required. It's because I unchecked it and checked it. It's already installed, so I don't need to install it. If you don't need to install it, you're good to go. But if you do, guys, go ahead. You need this. Once you do have all this other stuff checked already, you need Visual Studio installed, and this feature is also installed. Perfect. The only issue now why the Intellisense isn't working now is inside of Unity. We're going to Unity, go to Edit, and go to Preferences, my friends. And in Preferences, you scroll on down to on the left side here where you see the menus. You scroll down to and click on External Tools. Once you're at External Tools, you're going to see External Script Editor, and then a drop down that says Open by File Extension. Click on the drop down and find Visual Studio. If you don't see Visual Studio there, you will then have to browse. Okay, if you don't see Visual Studio there, but it is installed, you would have to browse, especially if you installed it separate from using the Unity Hub again. But if you do see Visual Studio there, check Visual Studio, close the Visual Studio application completely. You don't have to close Unity. Once you check this, close the Visual Studio application completely, and then open it again. Boom. Forget about it. You're done. Bada bing, bada boom. Forget about it, huh? But if you don't see Visual Studio here, but you do have it installed, you gotta go to Browse. And where you're gonna browse to is you want to go to your local C drive. You're going to, I believe it's Program Files with the parentheses 86. Install here. You want to go to Microsoft Visual Studio right here. Then the year 2019. or depending on when you're watching this, might be something a little higher. Community, and then you want to get to Common 7, and then IDE. Once you're in the IDE, no other folders. What you want to do now is scroll down and find the actual application. This would be it, the one with the name Dev Envy. This one here, and then just click open. Boom. Unity will recognize it as your Visual Studio, and you'll be good to go. Now, you can see where they're different here, and that's because I'll show you. If I go to Visual Studio, there's this. If I click on it and say find file location, it brings me to this. Right click on this and do the same thing. It brings me to this. It is indeed the Dev Envy. They are both linking me to a exact same location, right? Same file. So even though mine, you can see I have two now, I'm gonna click on this one and we're gonna see that it still works. Don't worry about that little thing right there, that yours might not say the same as mine, as long as it's the Visual Studio. So you can see it can come up as just Visual Studio 2019. It can also come up as the Visual Studio community. So keep that in mind. Now I will open up my script. And right here, I'm just gonna press G. And there's game object. There's get component. I can now move as quickly as I need to. I can create maybe the fix update just by typing fix, click on update, tab, boom. So Intellisense is working, Visual Studio is working. Hopefully that was helpful to anyone who needed it. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.